Okay, so now we can see this question number 14 of miscellaneous exercise. So here, what we have to do is, this expression is given and x is not equal to y. We want to prove that single derivative should be minus 1 upon x plus 1 का whole square. This is what we want to prove. Now in this question, uh, we will not do this question directly. Instead of that, we will do a little bit of factorization and then we will find the derivative in order to get this answer. So the first step is shift this term on other side. So we can rewrite the question in this form. Now square both the sides. Squaring both sides. So when you square both the sides, you will get this as x square 1 plus y is equal to y square 1 plus x. So first step is we had shifted this term on other side, then we had done squaring both the sides. So this is what you will get. Now after this, let us multiply and take everything on the left hand side. So after multiplication and taking everything on the left hand side, this is what we will get. This is what you will get. Now let us do pairings. So we will club this x square minus y square together, x square minus y square together, and these two terms together. So how we can write? Now after this, let us do factorization work. So from here I can write this as x minus y, x plus y. And from these two we can take x, y common and we can write them as x minus y, that is equal to 0. As a whole, you can take x minus y common now. If I take x minus y common, then I can write this expression as x minus y bracket x plus y plus xy is equal to 0. So this is what you will get. So from here you will come across two situations. Either x is equal to y, which is not possible as per the given question, or this expression is equal to 0. So from here we can get x minus y is equal to 0 or x plus y plus xy is equal to 0. Now x is equal to y. This is not possible. So from here I can rewrite this as y can be written as minus x upon 1 plus x. Let's check this. How can we write this? Because from these two I can take y common. I had shifted x on this side, so minus x upon 1 plus y. This is how I can write it. Okay, now after writing this, we will take the derivative of this using quotient rule and easily we will get this expression. So let us apply quotient rule in this one. Differentiate both sides with respect to x. So dy upon dx will be, keep this minus sign outside, 1 minus 1 into x upon 1 plus x whole square. So after calculations, you can see that it will be minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square. So you will get the final answer. So the main part is you have to do factorization. You will shift one term on right hand side, squaring both the side, then take everything on left side, club the terms, take that x minus y common. You will come across two situations, either x minus y is equal to 0 or this expression is equal to 0. So x cannot be equal to y because of the given information. So from here I can write y as minus x upon 1 plus x. After that, using quotient rule, straight away we'll get the answer. Just write down this. So next is this question number 13 from miscellaneous exercise. Y is equal to sine inverse x plus sine inverse under the root of 1 minus x square. You want to find the derivative. So let us differentiate this dy upon dx. That can be written as 1 upon under the root of 1 minus x square. Sine inverse x formula is 1 upon under the root of 1 minus x square. Similarly, this can be written as 1 upon under the root of 1 minus x square. This is playing the role of x. This is playing the role of x, so that is why I had written it. Now after that, I had to take the derivative of this root quantity, so it will be 1 upon 1 minus x square, and then I need to take the derivative of 1 minus x square. So here I have to write minus 2x also. So why we are getting this? Because of the application of chain rule. Sin inverse x, this is how we can write now sin inverse of this much. So 1 upon under the root of 1 minus x square. That is what I had written. Then I need to take the derivative of this root. So derivative of root was 1 upon 2 root x. That is what I had written. After that, we need to take the derivative of 1 minus x square. So that is why it is minus 2x. Now let us do further calculations. 2 and 2 will cancel out. 2 and 2 will cancel out. And this can be written as 1 upon under the root of 1 minus x square plus, you can say minus x upon 1 minus x square into 1 upon 1 minus x square. So when you do further calculations, this will become 1 upon under the root of 1 minus x square minus 1 upon under the root of 1 minus x square. So both will cancel out and you will get the answer as, because here 1 and 1 will cancel out, so it will become under the root of x, which can be written as x. X and x will cancel out. So minus 1 upon under the root of this much. So both will cancel out and we will get this as the final answer. So this is question number 13. Okay, so after this 13, let us do some more questions. So you can write question number 11 after this. Question number 11. So in number 11, you can see that it is written in this form x to the power of x square minus 3 plus x minus 3 to the power of x square. Now you can see that it is function to the power of function plus function to the power of some other function. So here we need to apply logarithmic differentiation. So your steps will be, say let y is equal to u plus v, where u stands for x to the power x square minus 3 and v stands for x minus 3 to the power of x square. Your u and v. Now here you will write differentiate both sides with respect to x. So you will get this as dy upon dx is equal to du upon dx plus dv upon dx. Call it as number 1. So we had called this function as u and this one as v. So this is how we can write differentiating dy upon dx can be written as du upon dx plus dv upon dx. Call it as number 1. Now you will consider u separately and v separately. Then you will apply logarithmic differentiation. So u is x to the power of x square minus 3. So you will say take log on both the sides. Take log on both sides. When you take log on both the sides, you will get this as log u is equal to x square minus 3 into log x. This is by using that property of logarithmic log. So I can write this as x square minus 3 into log x. Now you will write differentiating both the sides with respect to x. Differentiate both sides with respect to x. When you do that, this will be 1 upon u, du upon dx, that is equal to, apply product rule on this side, because product of two functions, x log x plus x square minus 3 as it is, and derivative of log x is 1 upon x. So This is by the application of product rule. Derivative of x square minus 3 is 2x, log x as it is, then this as it is, derivative of log x. After that, you will shift this u on the other side and put the value of u from here. This is your u. You will put the value of u over here. So finally, you will get this as u upon dx will be equal to u into x log x plus x square minus 3 upon x. Now, put the value of u from number a. So this is x to the power of x square minus 3 into this bracket. Now let us consider b separately. So b is written as this much. Now here again you will say take log on both the side. Take log. So log b can be written as x square into log x minus b. So by taking log on both the side. After this you will differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. This is first function, this is second function. So here it is 1 upon b dv upon dx. And here it is 2x log x minus 3 as it is plus x square as it is. Derivative of this is x minus 3. Shift this b on other side and put the value of b from this number b. So dv upon dx can be written as x minus 3 to the power of x square into this bracket. As it is. So finally, what we can do is we'll put the value of this du upon dx and dv upon dx in number 1, and then we will get the value of dy upon dx as this expression plus this expression. Just complete the question yourself.